Our week number 3 of Feeding Farmers in the Field. It's the Schnipke family. We're in Putnam County. And Chelsea, thanks for joining us. You quickly volunteered to be able to do the interview, or at least you didn't resist it. You know a good bit about the farm. How did you get started in this family operation?
Well, I'm pretty lucky. My husband and I have actually been dating, or married, since I was 17, so I've always been a part of it. I grew up on a farm, too, with my parents. It's one of those things that if you don't grow up with it, it can be a challenge to learn because there's a lot of busy times and, people aren't always available to, make the sporting events and the weddings and things, but you figure it out and we just, get through it together.
What does it mean to you to be a part of a century farm?
I think it's pretty amazing to think that, this farm ground has been in the family for over 100 years now. We have talked about how technology has changed from many, many years ago to what it is now. And it's just really cool to kind of have your hand in that and knowing that we're feeding America and just being able to see all those neat changes.
Chelsea, what's it like to be a part of this diversified farm? People work off the farm, they make time for the farm, different crops. What's that all like?
It kind of takes a lot of different avenues to always make things work. We are lucky in that we have a lot of us here on the farm that, some of us do have full-time jobs. Some of us, this is their full-time job. And we just make it work. Everybody from, combine operators and semi-truck drivers to, those of us that cook meals at night and drive things around and figure stuff out with the kids.
Well, if they don't say thank you enough, thank you for taking food out to the guys in the field. There's a lot of things going on and you're making it work. Have you run the combine?
I have not, but I have run the grain cart and I didn't hit anything, so that's pretty cool.
Well, that is an important feature as well. And we talk about crops. How are things looking this year? It's been a very unusual year almost everywhere you go.
Things went in great this spring. We had a couple of great weeks, had some nice rain, got back out there and got things going. And just kind of like everyone else here, at least in Northwest Ohio, we just didn't get the rain that we needed. So stuff's growing. We'll see what yields end up being. But, we're thankful things did come out of the ground and we'll just see what happens the rest of the year.
And it looks like a good bit of beans already run. Moisture was very pleasing.
Yeah, a little on the drier side, but that's, again, to be expected. We just didn't have that rain that was there. And kind of like I said with corn, we'll just kind of see what happens as we continue to get that off.
This is the first week of Feeding Farmers. I've actually got to see combining going on. It looked like the corn was coming in pretty well and very uniform.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks good out there.
Now, I got a little drop in from Chris. He talks about the value of the grain cart. And again, when you're running this size operation, the grain cart driver's the one that gets all the credit, right?
Absolutely. They also eat their snacks a lot and they do get yelled at sometimes. But they are important. It speeds things up for us. We're able to move grain faster and get things off, taking things off quicker.
Chris, if you would, tell us here on the Schnipke farm, what's the most valuable piece of equipment when it comes to harvest time?
Well, we have 3 combines, but also the grain cart's the most important. We run all of our grain through it just for we know our averages and our yields on every field. We got a thumb drive, it all downloads into it, and away we go. We keep track of everything that way.
And when you say keep track, there's a lot of people that want to help you on the farm to know, like insurance and others, that's a valuable piece of information.
Yes. Use it for crop insurance. Yes, very important. We run everything through it.
And this is a century farm. What does that mean to you?
We're 3rd generation, and my mom and my grandpa and grandma started it. My mom still lives in the same home place yet, and yes, family means everything. It takes everybody to make it work. The girls that make the supper, bring out to the field to the guys, or the person sowing wheat. It takes everybody to make it work.
You're also a farm that participates in the H2O program. Remind our viewers what that's all about.
It's really a conservation program that looks at, some of those fertilizer applications and things. What are we doing to keep the waterways, safe here and clean in Ohio? And as farmers, we care about those types of things. We also have a crop to grow, but it's, a program that continues to make progress, keep soil health good, but also keep our waterways clean for the future.
And in order to make sure that ground continually is raising a crop, you've got wheat in for next year. We were having fun teasing the guys driving. It's like a little crossing over there. And he's like, well, sometimes it's dark.
Yeah, it happens. When the weather's coming, the rain's coming, sometimes you just got to get it in. It might be late. There might be some crossover, but it's in the ground. We do wheat. We've got a cover crop cedar through Umberfirth. We do a lot of rye with. It's just important to keep that good soil health there.
Putnam County, but what's the closest town?
I would say Kalida. We're all Wildcats here.
Wildcats doing the farming operation. The Schnipke Family Farm, week number 3 winner of Feeding Farmers in the Field. Chelsea, thanks for the update.
You're welcome.